All right, guys, another drive I absolutely smoked, literally middle of the fairway here. Pretty awesome drive. 70 yards left. Gonna hit a 62 degree and just clip it and let it bounce, stop, and see if we can get it right next to the pin. All right, well, airmailed that a bit. Definitely let that get away from me. The touch, you know, it's only been about a month since World, so the touch is still coming back a little bit on these shorter shots. Yeah, so definitely not a good shot, but you know, I'm just taking it one day at a time, and the reality is when you do train for speed, it's tough to keep that touch as dialed in as you'd like. So we're gonna have about 30 feet down the hill, see if we can hit a bomb. Oh, no, no. Alright guys, that stung. By the same token, I'm just glad that ball hit the hole. So we'll just leave it at that. Now we're on to hole 11, 160 yards. Looks like a lot of wind from the right, maybe hurting. Hard to see the pin, but it's right in front of that brightest tree there. We hit a 9-iron. Let's try bringing it in from the right. Alright, well, hold it a bit left, just scooted into this bunker. This is what I'm left with. So try to splash it out and see if we can get it close. Well, bit of a tough hole there, I gotta be honest. I thought that sand shot was gonna be like a foot away, but that thing rolled like another 10 feet. It's such a slippery slope. So hole 11, that is a sneaky hard hole. So on hole 12, dogleg left, par 4, 450 yards. Sending it out the corner of the driver, see if we can get ourselves inside 100. All right guys, so really good shot here. I was able to cut the corner. You can actually see tee is in that direction there. So landed, I think, right around here. So really aggressive. Future, I'll definitely probably hit an iron off this tee. But we got 54 yards left. See the flag stick. And I'm just gonna chase this up with a 62 degree wedge and let it run up and see if we can hit it close. Okay, so pretty good shot here. It actually landed, let's see if I can find where it landed. Landed right here. You can see it's on a huge crown. That kicked dead right, which caused it to run out there, but still a really good shot. Got about a 10-footer right back up the hill. See if we can roll it in. Oh, so guys, Bernie was talking about, so Bernie is about a 15-footer, and you know, we noticed the grain on that cup, and so I'll let him take it away, but this would be a good tip for breaking putts with a lot of grain.
Yes, so when you have grain, it's going to increase speed or take away speed. If you're with the grain, it's going to be faster. Whenever the green speed increases, the putt's going to break more. So whatever break you would see, add a little bit more to it. So in my situation, as Kyle mentioned, I'm about 15 feet away. And
by the way, a really good shot.
It was a really good shot, and it's tough playing back 80 plus yards from you all day long. However, I'm giving you a pretty good run for your money today. But this putt here, although I'd probably play, if there wasn't a lot of grain, I'd probably be aiming somewhere in here. I've got to add to it because of that grain. So take a look at how much this breaks, just to give you an idea. You can see how fast that is going down the grain. So not a putt you can be real aggressive with, but definitely borrow more and you'll get down into a lot more from here.
Well, that was another really solid hole. Really happy with that up and down. Dead into that green, that putt. I don't know if you guys could see that ball bounce, but when you have a grainy putt, that's what'll happen. So, yep, we're on to hole 13, par 5, 540 yards. You can see some water up on the left. Gonna be taking driver over the right edge of that bunker, which should set us up with something about 180 out. Alright guys, another absolutely roasted drive. You can see the pitch mark. Now it's hard to see with the light, the sun, but there's the pin right there, 181. Helping a little bit from the right, so I'm gonna go ahead with the pitching wedge here. Just bring it in from the right and see if we can turn it over and get it close. So, see if we can take a shot. All right guys, so pretty cool moment here. Bernie and I both reached this green in 530 yards. And let me tell you guys something. That is something I don't think you could have done 2 or 3 years ago.
No chance. Thanks to Kyle and our training, I've been able to pick up 20 yards of carry distance on my irons, about 20 miles an hour club speed, so it's a lot of fun. Kyle's helped me turn back the clock, and that was driver 5 wood into the wind on a 530 hole, and I can tell you I had no chance of doing that 3 years ago. So Kyle, thank you for your help, and let's make eagle.
Let's do it. I'll tell you guys something. I know I didn't film it, but Bernie was in the middle of the fairway. He had about, I think it was something like 250 left.
No, 220.
220. Oh,
225.
you did a 300-yard shot.
Into the breeze.
Yeah, and he smoked this thing. And I mean, to give you an idea, he was kind of where that group behind us is right now, maybe a little further back over that water. He smoked it, and he holstered the club and just started running after it, like walking after it. It was awesome. So I got about 25 feet. Let's see if we can make it 3.
Nice.
All right guys, so another really solid 4 there. Really thought they had a chance, but by the way, you guys notice how far some of these putts are running past the hole? It's pretty crazy, but that's Pinehurst. Gotta love the challenge. So on hole 14, 180 yards. You can see the pin waving back at us there. Goal is to put a 9-iron to the right center of this green, give ourselves about a 20-footer for 2. Alright guys, so I want to show you where our balls are. So that's mine and that's Bernie's right there. And you can see the pin here on how close it is to that water. It's 180 yards and it's into the wind. And obviously left isn't good. And so I thought Bernie would be good for have Bernie explain, you know, kind of why we were playing where we were playing.
Yeah, so the worst thing to do on a hole like this is lose 2 strokes. And this hole's set up where anything weak left is going to cost you 2 shots. So we play the conservative route to the hole, which is pin high right, and we're going to do our best to make the putt, but worst case scenario, we haven't given up a shot here with dumb course management.
Yeah, and honestly, the amount of times Bernie's had to try to beat that in my head before I've started to accept it has been a pretty impressive amount, but that's how you shoot good scores, making birdies and avoiding doubles and triples. So that's kind of how you do it on these holes. So thought that'd be a cool little thing to throw in there. So let's see if we can make it 2. All right, so a bit of a tough hole there. Just got to work a little bit on the line and stuff, but the stroke feels really good. So I'm gonna probably put a little work in on the greens with Bernie after this round, but I'm still feeling really good about things. So now on hole 14, 400-yard par 4. Gonna be sitting right over that little last tip of that brush with a baby fade with the driver. All right, guys, another really pretty tee shot here, right center fairway, 59 yards left. Gonna be hitting a 62-degree wedge. See if we can hone in on this yardage here. Pin it a bit in the back, so we can kind of get to skip up a little bit and check and see if we can stop this thing on a dime. All right, guys, so I hit a really good shot because I've got about a 4-footer. And I was talking to Bernie, he's got a chip here, and as you guys can see, the pin's way back. You know, we were talking about how he would play this shot versus, you know, like there's a few knolls here. So whether he would fly it all the way back there or let it kind of land short and run up. So how would you play this shot, and how would you advise amateurs and top level players who are watching play the shot?
Great question. So my shot here spun back off the front of the green, and you'll have this a lot at Pinehurst. The ball is going to run away from these slopes. So now you got to get through these humps, and you can hit the ball, you could fly it all the way back there. You could hit something that's going to skip and hopefully run over the hump to the hole, which is more what I'm going to do here. Or you could obviously putt. I don't have a real good feel for putting from here. It's just the grass is too long, and we're about, I don't know, 35 yards to the pin. So I'm gonna play the ball a little back in my stance with an open face and make sure through the ball here I get a good feel for how the club's gonna work. Now, you'll notice my first practice swing a little diggy, so I'm making an adjustment here to get good contact.
And that's the wide bottom you wanna have, right?
Absolutely, you don't wanna come into this narrow, because narrow is gonna cause a dig. So you're gonna see here my feel, a little back in the stance, is almost like I'm hitting a low draw. And I've got my 54-degree wedge here. I didn't quite get it over that ridge, but you can see the ball flight. And maybe a 50-degree would have been better for the shot, but that's the idea here.
Yeah, and you guys might be able to intuitively tell this, but this is the stuff that he's been teaching me with my short game, because I promise you guys, I am working. So I just figured I'd kind of let you guys in on some of the stuff he's coaching with me, because it's such invaluable information. And to be able to get insights like this from someone who is literally one of the best on the planet at coaching and teaching the game of golf, I think is really cool. So yeah, that's definitely take that one to the bank for sure. So I got probably about, so this is what I have left here, about 5 feet, 4 feet. So we'll see if we can clean that up.
Did you start it right?
No, I just pushed it.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, that was a bit tough. I thought I was gonna break a little bit right to left, but I pushed it a hair too. But I gotta say, I know this is gonna sound stupid, but I liked my stroke tempo. I didn't get quick on it. The other stuff we're gonna work on, but I'm very happy with how I'm playing today, to be honest. So on hole 16, really fun hole here. 292 to the pin. Gonna be hitting a 2-iron and just going right at it. All right, guys. Well, just at the front edge of this green, not obviously next to it, but like that's the front edge green. So we would have just barely gotten there. We're gonna have a very fun shot. I figured there'd be something like this up there, with it being this short of a hole. So obviously we need to get this stopping quick. So yeah, it's pretty much just try to land this at the top of the ridge up here and just get the kick down and just stop on a dime. So we're gonna be hitting a 62-degree wedge. All right, well that green complex was insane. I'm sure you guys saw how that putt just kept rolling. So that was a lot tougher hole than I anticipated. So on hole 17, 590 yards, definitely a big boy. So we're gonna be starting at the edge of that fairway bunker and just working it back into the center of the fairway with the driver. Alright guys, so I pulled a bit left, actually on the cart path. You can see the trail there. So have 220 left, and the pin is on the left corner of this green. So 220, probably, and I'm probably making a firmer swing at this because I'm standing on, you know, some sand, and I just know I naturally tend to swing a bit faster. So I'm gonna go ahead with a 7-iron here, turn it over a little bit, see if we can get this back to that pin. Well, definitely went a bit right. I promise that wasn't a shank. It was just such an awkward shot because I have a technique out of the bunker that works pretty well, but that sand was so packed, I couldn't get a grip. I couldn't dig my feet in the way I wanted to, and so I just didn't make a really good swing. Not a comfortable swing, but we're still okay. This is our angle. See the pin right there. 80 yards left. Keep hitting a 62-degree wedge. See if we hit a good shot. Okay, so a pretty solid shot. You can see the pitch mark. Where I left. There's Bernie's putt. Will it go in? Will it go in? Ooh, not bad. So I got about a 15-footer right up the hill. So we can really give this a go, see if we can make it 4. All right, well, you know, sucked, but you know, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. We're just because I'm having so much fun playing, and this course is so wonderful. If you guys are enjoying this, be sure to smash the like button because I'm having a ton of fun. I know Bernie's having a ton of fun, and yeah, if you ever get a chance to come out here, please do. This course is so beautiful. With that being said, Hole 18 of this beautiful course is 490 yards. And you can see that little fairway bunker out there. I'm gonna carry it right over that with my driver and shouldn't have much more than 130 left. All right guys, so again, another awesome drive. See the pitch mark right there. And pin, if you guys can see it, it's the white pin. It's not those two red pins, it's that white pin in the middle. Tough to see with that clubhouse. 152, you're gonna be hitting pitching wedge a bit uphill. So if you can throw a dart. Well, not a good shot. I gotta be honest, a bit of a mental error there. I just sometimes have, when I hit a really good tee shot like I did, and it's a pretty perfectly sitting shot in the fairway, sometimes it's hard to be relaxed because you're like, okay, you gotta take advantage of this drive. So I gotta work on that a little more, but you know, it's there. I just gotta keep refining it. So I got left here, 62-degree wedge, but I'm hitting and try to fly it just to the edge of that green there and have it check up and they release down to the pin. All right guys, well, not the best finish, but honestly I had a ton of fun. I really learned a lot. I hope you guys learned a lot. You know, really thankful to have Bernie here on the channel again. We're both actually out here for the golf.com Top 100 Teacher Summit. Yes. So we're doing a presentation tomorrow as of the day of this filming. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and we're gonna be playing number 2 tomorrow. So that's gonna be an awesome video as well. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. He played pretty good too. I was pretty impressed with his game, you know.
It's coming, a little rusty, but it's getting better.
Yeah.
And it's fun to play with you, Kyle, and hope all of you watching appreciate the talent he has for this game and the dedication he has to you as a viewer. And keep watching Kyle, because you're going to see him continue to improve his skills and make golf more fun for all of us.
I appreciate that vote of confidence. But yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, I'm going to be out. And please do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next time.